Hello and welcome to Divine Light Healing Circle. I'm Krista Bedwin. I'm substituting for Claudia Granger. And this week we are going to be meditating with a foresty kind of energy. And it's all about rejuvenation. So, the rejuvenation that comes from destruction sometimes. So we all know that after Mount St. Helens, scientists were amazed at how quickly things regenerated. And after volcanic eruptions and after fire, and after you can see there's some fallen down logs in the forest, there's always a forest, and every kind of system in the world always has destruction and creation happening at once, even within our own bodies. They say some of the best healing that you can do is during fasting. And what the fasting does is it allows your body to rejuvenate from sort of an empty state. So I think in the world right now, there's a lot of um, fear of destruction and fear of things ending and new things beginning. So gives us a chance. We're just going to meditate with our guides and guardians over the cycles of life and the cycles that happen. So if we retreat, they always say if the world and of humans is depressing us too much, the answer is always in nature. And what humans are doing is kind of echoed in nature as well. Um, so um, let's begin. That's the sort of, oh, and I wanted to just introduce also the goddess Kali, the Hindu goddess Kali, if you want to look her up afterwards, is also all about creation and rejuvenation from destruction. So in a way, if we don't have an emptiness and a pause, then we can't have creation in our own lives as well. Sometimes that pause is what takes us the next big step up. We think that we're ill or we're stressed, but actually we're just taking a pause for the next big step up. So we'll think of moving ahead. So let's close our eyes and just let the light come in from above. So we can also, if it works for you, you can visualize yourself as a tree. You can be your own self and a tree at the same time. So just visualize, just like a tree, the sun comes in either to the top of your head or into your canopy. Just imagine as a tree, you have branches that reach up to the sun, and really just let all that sun absorb in and come down into your leaves and into your branches, so into the top of your head and into your body, and just flowing all the way down through all of your channels and circulation system and energy body. So just visualize yourself completely full of sunlight. So swirling through your head, you can visualize it as a spiral of light, divine light coming in, swirling through your head, swirling through your neck, filling up your entire chest and torso, swirling down through your solar plexus, through your belly, through your pelvis and our centers of creativity, down through our legs, down all the way through our knees and into the ground, just like we extend down like roots. We talk about humans having roots, just like trees have roots. And no matter where on earth we are connected to each other, just like trees are connected to each other through our roots. And just let that sunshine come all the way down and through. Just feel your connection to Mother Earth. Feel as if your feet are touching a beautiful, loamy, peaty, rich, fertile soil. And the color of fertile soil is often dark brown or dark black or deep red. And those dark colors, often we fear darkness, but the darkness is the fertility. The darkness can bring us all the creativity that light alone cannot bring us. We need the dark and the soil and the nutrition and the night to grow. Now let's visualize a beautiful blue light coming in again through the tops of our heads. So like the blue sky coming down, blue nutrients or blue angels. It's coming right into the top of our heads. Feel that blue swirling, swirling around, refreshing us. Kind of like the freshness of mouthwash coming in, clearing all the clutter or static that's in our heads. Just let it swirl and swirl. We're just feeling clean and refreshed, like minty fresh after this blue light comes through. It's just the refreshment and the newness, like we're being washed with water. Then as this blue light comes down into our shoulders and into our back, you may feel those angel wings growing in your back. And just allow yourself to feel that lightness. You know, each of us has the ability to be angelic. At times we have opportunities to act the angel for others. And just let that refreshing, blue, minty, fresh, renewed feeling lift your chest. You can feel yourself lifting as you feel that you do have the ability to have angel wings and to lift others up and to lift yourself up. And just let that blueness, blue lightness fill your chest. You can actually feel your body lifting with that beautiful blue energy. And let that blue cascade down through again our belly, our creative centers, our legs. Our whole body is blue. It's fresh and clean and light. We're able to float over and sort of fly over to help any who might need our help, whether they need our words of teaching, our inspiration in the example that we set, our loving hands. We have the ability to uplift ourselves and others. Just feel that beautiful, beautiful blue filling and illuminating. Just feel it illuminating your body. And maybe just allow yourself to float like a Tinkerbell fairy through the trees in the forest where we are. Just allow yourself to kind of buzz around and greet the various trees and the various people that you may want to heal or help. Can be maybe stationed in the trees or near the trees or in the branches. Just fly around and visit the forest a little. And then on the forest floor and maybe in the trees are also flowers. Just like in the world, the renewing world, flowers will always blossom. And in every burned out situation, renewal occurs. Just let yourself flit to these flowers and listen to what those flowers are. Listen to what they represent. Maybe look at what colors of flowers that you see and really think about what they are meaning. Maybe as part of our roots as individuals, visualize your family members as flowers and visit with them. Decide which kind of flower each family member might be, or friend, or whoever else is your roots, partners, pets. And just fly around in the forest. And now let yourself fly directly towards a large, beautiful tree. And just let your body merge with the tree. So you kind of dissolve and become one with the tree. And feel the absolute security and strength, a beautiful feeling of brown groundedness. And that same beautiful peaty fertility that we felt on the soil underneath our feet is now completely all of our body. Your whole body is soil that is rich for creation, rich for the growth of the seeds of ideas, absolutely rich to create whatever beautiful, fruitful, prosperous dream you want to create. Just breathe into that and visualize and feel yourself as the tree. Feel the security and luxury of your feet sinking into that rich, loamy soil, and just the delight of knowing that you always have enough to eat, so to speak. You always have all the nutrients and all the possible resources you could desire from the earth. Just feel your feet accepting those and feel your arms reaching up to the sun. Again, also receiving everything from the universe. Universe, we are part of the cycle of the universe. And as you reach your arms up and the leaves of your tree, the leaves that are doing the photosynthesis and just bringing in all that light energy, bringing it in. And you are just creating, as you bring in that light energy, you create sugars, you create cells. And as a human, we bring in ideas, we bring in light, and we create more light. We create sweetness for those around us. We create prosperity and our dreams. We build our dreams based on the energy we receive from the world around us. Just breathe into gratitude for all that you receive from the world around you. Maybe you receive money. Maybe you receive praise. Maybe you receive housing, transportation, food, sunlight, and beautiful places to walk and to be. Receive the wind on your face. Receive gentle rain on your face. All of these elements can be used to create. We can create. Just feel that incredible creative power that you have as a tree, that you have as a human. Imagine you're a dryad, you're a tree spirit. Maybe you were a tree spirit in another life. Just feel the incredible ability to merge with the natural world and to know that the cycles continue. And if you were a dryad in a past life, then you passed out of that life to come into this one. Maybe your tree fell, and when it fell, it began to rot away. But the falling and the rotting of a tree is a beautiful, beautiful thing in nature, because as the tree falls, it creates shelter for smaller animals. So many smaller animals, starting with rabbits, but also all the tiny little insects, many very beautiful insects that most people are not familiar with, but colorful, sparkly, wiggly, amazing little insects. So many grow in a tree that wouldn't have grown before it fell. And there's all the fungi that grow, and we can even think of that, as teachers, when we teach somebody something, we are planting a seed. And even if we pass out of the world or we pass out of their lives, like a fallen tree that they may not think, not so active in their life anymore after the course ends, but that seed remains. And in sort of the fallen body of us in the past, it will take root and grow. It might not take root immediately. So many of our teachings, depending on the fertility of the soil, the fertility of the readiness of the student to learn, that fungus might grow way, way after we were hoping for it to grow. And in our kind of school system, with the immediacy of exams, so many times we think that our lessons failed to take root, but that's not true. They just take root at different times. Different times. And so picture the fertility that we were as that tree. And then as a fallen tree, we still fertilize and nourish the forest. So there are chaga mushrooms, which are medicinal, which can grow from dead trees. Full other trees can even root in a fallen tree and grow and get their beginning of life. And then later, as time passes on, they will root into the ground. But they don't even need the ground if they have us. We can uplift and help things to grow, even if the soil beneath us is not fertile enough. Just breathe into that. And then after our passing, as we are a fallen tree, our texture changes. We can provide homes for birds, homes for even bears or other burrowing little animals, depending how big a tree we were. And then our wood may become crumbly, but as it becomes crumbly, it just means we're increasing in fertility. As a standing tree, as a sort of living, powerful, proud entity, we had only that purpose, which was to make leaves, accept sunlight, become wood. But when we are that fallen tree, then there's so much more possibility because there are so many things we can nourish. And the matter and the atoms that were us as a tree just become other beautiful, beautiful things. So nothing is wasted in the destruction of something that we knew. So with Mount St. Helens volcano was an example where scientists got to first study this huge eruption, and everybody thought, oh, it's all destroyed, everything is burned and it's destroyed, and this is so sad. But what scientists found was that that volcanic soil provided a fertility far beyond what was there before, and the plants come back so fast. And yeah, it's different, and at first it looks horrible, but what grows after is lush and rich and delicious and green. And we need the destruction of what is before to create what is to become. And so just breathe into the gratitude of that. So that just because, in chemistry we say matter changes form, matter is neither created nor destroyed, it just changes in form. And so this happens in our lives as well. One thing fades and another thing takes its place. Another thing fades, another thing thrives. It's constantly cyclical. Flowers bloom in our life, and we need to smell them and love them while they are there. Because flowers don't last forever, trees don't last forever, we don't last forever. But the forest lives on. So the forest remains and changes over time. The species will slightly change. But the nourishment and the love and the amazing thing that is a forest, as many forests have nurtured humans for thousands and thousands of years. And through all those thousands of years of nourishment and green and flowers, there have been so many cycles of decay, so many cycles of destruction. We could not have the continuing green and nourishment and prosperity if it was not for the sacrifice of living trees. So if you think there's a living spirit in the tree, and then it sacrifices itself for others. So there is perhaps no sacrifice if we are all one. We can look at it from one element and it looks like everything is horrible. But if we look at it from a larger lens, a larger view, we can see that there is constant rejuvenation. And in every loss, there is somehow also a gain. And so sometimes our key to healing and our key to finding the way forward is to looking for where is the gain, where is the silver lining. And it can seem fictional at the beginning when we try to do it, but from a longer perspective and 20 years further on, we can see what the benefits are. It's the best way to survive. If you're a tree who falls down, is to focus on the gains that will come and believe that they are there and keep your eyes open for that. Breathe in and breathe in all the green and flowers and abundance that is a system and a forest that does not die, a forest that thrives for hundreds and thousands of years, but it only thrives because of the change. And so too with our human bodies. To heal, we must change. Our cells are constantly rejuvenating, constantly changing. Most of us live where the climate is not the same every day of the year. And so sometimes we feel it's too cold, and sometimes we feel it's too hot, and sometimes we eat too much, and sometimes we don't eat. And all of those cycles help to nourish the system that is our body. And so when we have illness, often our body doesn't want to eat for a while, And that's because our body knows, let the body burn, let the fever burn out the illness, and then heal, and then come back better than ever. But that takes patience. If we try to not be patient when we are ill, if we try to rush and we try to hurry and we feel angry and we don't accept the destruction of the healing process, then we remain ill for longer. So too it is with Mother Earth. Sometimes there needs to be a period of fallowness, a period of pause. And that pause in the career may be the next big step up. The pause in the healing is how to become well. A cycle of fasting in many traditions is what leads to a cycle of prosperity. And now let's visualize all those who are in our healing circle. And let's just come to a circle within the forest together. And let's visualize all of those in our healing list inside our circle. And let's visualize them as two trees, kind of like that visualization that you see on TV maybe when a spirit separates from the body. Instead of the spirit separating from the body, visualize the illness separating from the body. So people we are healing are trees, tree spirits in today, in this idea. And we see the dead tree fall, and we see the live tree strengthened because they have released their illness. They have released the ideas and the toxins that are holding them in illness. And due to that, they're able to grow up stronger than ever. So visualize those people that we see healing as strong green trees, maybe like the green giant from the beans. Just see that strong, beautiful, healthy body, vibrant and alive, and stronger because there was a period of dormancy. There was a period of brown, gray, needing to slough off dead cells, needing to slough off that which did not serve. And the goddess Kali would say, you just come in and you destroy that what is not needed. Even many trees that are fire resistant. You know, many ecosystems have adapted over time before humans started muddling with it. Many ecosystems come back stronger after a fire because the fire just burns away what is not needed and helps to release those nutrients. And in releasing those nutrients, what remains grows back stronger. And the most delicious raspberries I ever had, and the most abundant ones, were on a hike in a burned out forest, a recently burned out forest, produced the most raspberries. And so in those periods of our lives that seem like pure destruction, remember the system will rejuvenate. The system will come back stronger if we water the nutrients of the fire, the burned out fire. So visualize all those who we are healing in our circle as strong green shoots. And visualize their roots growing, just like we deliciously had our feet buried in that beautiful brown loamy soil at the beginning. All those who we want to heal, let's plant them in delicious, brown, healthy, loamy soil and let all the nutrients just give them a super power shoot of nutrients and nutrition and healing coming up from Mother Earth, and the sun coming down from above into their branches and helping to strengthen and grow and create. Just breathe in and breathe out and see the strength of the system, the strength of the feet. I know in our circle tonight we have a horse needing foot healing, and I can visualize the feet of that horse in the strength of the soil and bringing the healing up from Mother Earth so that that horse will always be grounded without pain and have very good standing under their feet and good gait and good strength in their legs. May all the people in our healing circle feel the strength in their legs and the strength of their lungs, breathing in the sunshine and breathing in the wind and the air. And the strength of the beating heart. You know, we even say that trees have heartwood. And so do we humans have a strong beating heart. And our heart beats stronger and more powerful when we hug other humans, or hug horses, or hug our pets, our cats, and our dogs. Our hearts beat with each other. Our hearts also beat stronger when we sing together and when we sing alone. It is very good to sing with the world. And after this meditation, it would be good to sing, just sing. Sing a song with no words, just to solidify what you have felt and seen during this meditation. Try to sing a song with the trees, your own song. They will hear you. The strength of the heart of the trees and the strength of the breath and the respiration and the transpiration of the system can be with us. The trees serve us and we serve the trees. We all grow, we all strengthen, we all get sick, we all rejuvenate, we all die, we all feed each other. We are one with the system. Just let green and brown swirl within you, and possibly flower color as well, like dandelion yellow maybe. Let the colors of the forest system and of your community swirl within you and swirl within the rest of the system, and feel your connection. We're totally interconnected. And the energy weaves in and around the trees, in and around our bodies and our connections with other humans, and strengthens all of us when we remember that we are connected to the system, we are connected to the trees, we are connected to the earth and the soil and the water and the air. And if we feel ill, we have to let the illness fall away and visualize the strength, the green growing strength that Mother Earth and our system has for us. And now visualize something that you really want, and visualize that you can have it within the next year. Whatever obstacles you thought were preventing that, let them fall away like dead bark off the tree. Just let the obstacles fall away. And whatever you need to make that happen, you don't even need to think about how it can happen. Just know you can have that. All of the abundance of the system is available to you. All of the health of the system is available to you. And now feel that sure, strong, brown strength of the tree. And feel that it is sunset. Know that you had a beautiful, wonderful, thrilling day. You absorbed so much sunshine. You grew so many new tree cells. You watched healing occur in this day. You contributed oxygen to the system. You watched healing happen. You watched decay happen. And you felt happy about all of it. You know that in your future year, all of the abundance you desire is possible. It is in the system. You can have it. And now let the sun set on your forest and go into a sleeping sort of state, a nighttime state. And in that nighttime state, you feel absolutely comfortable and absolutely satisfied that the day you had and the efforts you have made were enough. They were exactly the right amount. Everything that you did was just perfect, and you're part of the system the way you were supposed to do it. It was a perfect, perfect day, and all the destruction and creation in this day were meant. And the forest will continue on, and you will be part of the system. Breathe in. Remember to sing later and every day. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.